Chris Pratt, the charismatic star of Guardians of the Galaxy and Jurassic World, finds himself unexpectedly entangled in a contentious legal dispute between pop icon Katy Perry and an ailing war veteran, Carl Westcott. The conflict centers around a luxurious Montecito mansion, which Perry purchased from Westcott in 2020 for $11.25 million, only for Westcott to attempt to cancel the deal days later, claiming he was under the influence of painkillers when he signed the contract. Pratt and his wife, Katherine Schwarzenegger, have been renting the 8-bedroom, 7.5-bath property from Perry, placing them at the heart of a legal battle that has escalated into a high-stakes courtroom drama. As the dispute heads toward a trial, Pratt's role as a tenant could see him drawn into the fray, with Westcott's legal team eyeing him as a potential witness. The Montecito mansion, a sprawling 1930s estate set on a 2.5-acre lot, boasts a tennis court, 2 guest houses, and a pool, making it a dream home for Hollywood's elite. Perry, through her LLC named D-Dove B, after her daughter, Daisy Dove Bloom, acquired the property in May 2020 with the deal finalized at $15 million. However, Westcott, now 85 and receiving 24/7 hospice care for Huntington's disease, argued that he lacked the mental capacity to consent to the sale due to his medicated state. Despite his claims, a Los Angeles court ruled in Perry's favor in 2023, declaring her the legal owner and finding no credible evidence that Westcott was incapacitated during the contract negotiations. The judge described Westcott as coherent, engaged, lucid, and rational between June 10 and June 18, 2020, when the deal was struck. The current legal battle revolves around Perry's claim for $6 million in damages, citing structural defects, deferred maintenance, and lost rental income. She has paid only $9 million of the agreed $15 million, holding the remainder in escrow, and is seeking $3.25 million for loss of use during the period Westcott retained possession, plus $2.29 million for alleged repair costs. Westcott's family, led by his son Chart, an attorney in fact, has vehemently denied these claims, calling them spurious and egregious. They argue that the mansion is fully habitable, pointing to Pratt and Schwarzenegger's tenancy as evidence. Chart, a Dallas-based investor, has expressed outrage at Perry's actions, describing them as entitled celebrity behavior, and lamenting the toll the dispute has taken on his bedridden father. Pratt's potential involvement stems from his status as a tenant, with Westcott's legal team reportedly planning to subpoena him to clarify details about his rental agreement. Questions about when he began renting the property and the amount he pays could undermine Perry's claim that the mansion is unlivable. It's clearly livable because an A-list actor is renting it, a source close to the case remarked, highlighting the contradiction in Perry's damages claim. Pratt, who has been living in the mansion with Schwarzenegger as they build their new home, is an unwitting player in a dispute that has drawn significant attention due to its high-profile participants and ethical implications. The legal saga also involves Perry's ex-fiancé Orlando Bloom, who was named in a joint witness list filed on July 28. Bloom, who split from Perry earlier this year, was served a subpoena last fall, with Westcott's team arguing that he has personal knowledge of the property's condition and planned repairs. However, a Los Angeles judge recently ruled that Bloom's testimony was unnecessary, stating that contractors could provide the required information without turning the case into a celebrity circus. Despite this, Chart remains determined to pursue Bloom's involvement, insisting that he is intrinsically involved in the property's management through the D-Dove B LLC, which was registered by Bloom alongside Perry's business managers, Richard Feldstein and Mabel Tash. Perry, for her part, has been ordered to testify in person at a 6-day non-jury trial set to begin on August 21 in Los Angeles. The judge has limited her testimony and cross-examination to 2 hours, acknowledging her commitments to her ongoing Lifetimes tour. Chart sees this as a small victory, noting that Perry can't use celebrity privilege to avoid accountability. "We can face her in the eyes and she can see the monstrous effect she's had on our family," he said, emphasizing the emotional weight of the dispute for his father, who is wasting away in hospice care. The Westcott family's resolve to fight back reflects their belief that Perry's actions lack empathy, particularly given Carl's fragile health. The mansion's history adds another layer to the controversy. Purchased by Westcott just 2 months before the sale to Perry, the property was intended as a family home. His attempt to rescind the contract was driven by a desire to retain it, but the court's ruling has left him and his family feeling betrayed. Chart has described the situation as horrible and sad, noting that it is one of the last business transactions his father is aware of in his declining state. The involvement of high-profile figures like Pratt and Bloom has only amplified the case's visibility, drawing parallels to other celebrity-driven legal disputes that highlight the complexities of wealth and privilege. For Pratt, the situation is an unexpected complication. Known for his affable persona and family-oriented values, he has largely stayed out of the spotlight when it comes to personal controversies. His marriage to Schwarzenegger, daughter of Arnold Schwarzenegger and Maria Shriver, has been a source of stability, with the couple focusing on raising their 2 daughters. Renting the Montecito mansion was likely a practical decision as they await the completion of their new home, but their presence in the property has now thrust them into a legal maelstrom. Whether Pratt will be formally subpoenaed remains uncertain, but his potential testimony could play a pivotal role in clarifying the mansion's condition and rental history. As the trial approaches, the case continues to spark debate about fairness, accountability, and the ethics of celebrity influence. For the Westcott family, it's a fight for justice on behalf of a dying patriarch, while for Perry, it's a matter of defending her legal rights as the property's owner. Pratt, caught in the middle, represents an unexpected link in a story that blends Hollywood glamour with real-world consequences. The outcome of the trial will not only determine the financial stakes but also shed light on the human cost of a dispute that has left a family reeling and a community watching closely.